All right, everybody, it's time to get things started. It's what, Sunday, I think. We're just a couple days away from AHSOKA premiering 2 episodes. The early fan critics have been out and talking about it, the fan release that Disney let out. So it's time. We're going to do some fun stuff here today. I have been waiting for a couple of days to get things cracking. I got something back here that I am dying to show you guys. It's been sitting, waiting. I've been looking at it for days, and I'm finally going to get to actually put my hands on it. I'm going to get to show you guys. I don't know any of the other Star Wars streamers, creators in our space, and the people that we know that are that have this yet. So I'm excited to show you guys something new. We're going to get into that here in a little bit, but I wanted to tell you guys how very excited I am for what's coming this week. We've been waiting for months, some of us for years, for Dave Filoni's vision to come to fruition, and it's going to be an epic day on Tuesday. Now, if you didn't hear already, Disney is doing something kind of out of their bubble, out of their norm, which they don't really shake things up like this. So I'm curious to what this is going to have effects wise down the road. But for now, we are getting AHSOKA premiering on Tuesday at 6 p.m. So they're not hitting that midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. East Coast. Now it's going to be something like 6 p.m. East Coast or West Coast and 9 p.m. Pacific. I'm thinking something like that. We're going to have to verify that through the stream. We're going to talk to some people about it. But ultimately, we are getting a primetime release versus a middle of the night release. And I think that shows the faith that the organizations have in this content that they just created in this show. So I'm very excited. We're going to go through some AHSOKA stuff. We're going to talk about maybe some stuff that you need to know before we go into the show, right? Things you need to know before the AHSOKA show. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And here in a few minutes, we're going to jump back to the bench, and we're going to show you guys something very special. I just got something. I got a couple days ago, and I've been staring at it, and I've just been dreaming about getting my hands on it. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're listening or if they are of the school finally of, putting it out there on, I thought they might have waited till Wednesday afternoon if they were going to continue to go on this Wednesday kick, but maybe they're listening, maybe they're not. It's going to be an interesting week. I've been watching the creators comment on the creators that got to watch early, right? And I've caught a little bit of that. There's a lot of people that are saying good things, I guess. But we can go through some of those reactions to the show. I don't really want to spoil anything, so I don't know if there's any spoilers in any of those reviews of the show. But so far, it's been, you know, I've been hearing a lot of this and that, and it makes me curious what we're gonna see on Tuesday, because Tuesday's going to be hot. So I'm really excited. But some things we should go over. So, the interesting thing here is that Dave has changed some stories up a little bit, right? The novelization, the AHSOKA book, I've got a couple behind me. Actually, I've got like half a dozen behind me. But the AHSOKA novel that was commissioned by Star Wars quite a while ago was, in my opinion, one of the best books I've read. And whether you like the writer or not for their beliefs or whatever, it was a really great novel, and it really put some things into a visual medium for me moving forward through Rebels, right? Because I read it in between Clone Wars and Rebels, so that was perfect for me. That was the perfect introduction to that story. Now, Dave went back during Tales of the Jedi and he kind of changed things a little bit, right? He kind of altered that storyline a little bit. Are we going to get to see some of those things in live action? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. We're going to find out, but I'm very interested if that's why he kind of went back with Tales of the Jedi and kind of changed things up a little bit with Ahsoka's time away while the Empire was rising and after Order 66, and how she got her lightsaber crystals versus what we saw in Tales of her, just fighting on the farm. So there's a couple of different things. She didn't really go off on her second adventure, helping yet another family, yet another force sensitive youngling. Instead, she was on a farm helping farmers, which is what she did in the book, but they didn't really elaborate. Um, so, we're just going to have to, what are we talking about? The Last Jedi stuff? Because if we're talking about an Ahsoka, I mean, I've been saying it for months and months and years that all roads are leading to the sequels. So, get your binkies in, grab your whoobies, and get on board, because that's happening. Like, there is no if, ands, or but. I mean, I've read two different things about The Mandalorian lately. Also, I've read that season 4 is not going to be the movie; it's going to be an actual episodic show. But then I've also heard on the other side of that coin that The Mandalorian is now going to be the Filoni Mandoverse movie, and that season 3 was actually the last season. So, I mean, we'll get it when we get it, and it'll be all spoken out. But what I've been saying for years now, and I've been getting shit on it for years, is that all roads lead to the sequel. So grab the yellow brick road, put on your red shoes, and let's take a walk down the yellow brick road that leads to the sequels, because they're not going to retcon. I'm sorry, and this is not the show. This is not the show that's going to retcon Star Wars. I'm sorry, even though everybody anticipates a World Between Worlds um, episode, or some stuff that goes on in the World Between Worlds. This is not the show that's going to retcon the sequels and get rid of, Rey and Finn and all these characters that have already been hashed out. Like, those days, that ship has sailed. So if that's your expectation and that's what you're hoping for in the show, I would brace yourselves, I think, because I don't think that's really what's going to happen. So we'll see, but all of these roads are going to lead to the sequels eventually. I know that is a controversial subject of conversation. I know that people don't like hearing that if you're a sequel disliker, but ultimately all of these roads will hit the sequel trilogy, right? In some way, shape, or form. So Thrawn at some point gets the boot, the First Order starts to rise. We'll see, potentially Hux and Kylo Ren and all this stuff start to go on. So, yeah, it's going to happen. Let's see. The strike is a whole nother bag of squirrels, right? So I've actually been thinking about doing something kind of different during this strike time. And we're going to have some people on the channel. We're going to bring some people in. We're going to talk about the strike. We're going to talk about all this stuff. But ultimately, I'm even thinking about doing something even a little more outside the box for the strike. So we'll come back to that stuff later. But based on how long the strike goes on, this is going to push a lot of stuff back. And a lot of you may not like this hot take that I'm about to release 10 minutes into this stream, but if the strike prolongs much longer, everybody's anticipating Kathleen Kennedy not extending her contract. But if she wants to see this last phase of Star Wars through, y'all might get her for another couple years because of the strike. Like, sorry, not sorry, but she may be here for a while because of the strike. So you should really, get on the horn, put on some tweets, whatever you got to do. And let these studios know you want to end this strike post haste. You need to give these people what they want, because the longer this goes on, the more Kathleen you guys get. I don't care. I don't care who's the president of Lucasfilm. I know the score. But for you guys, that could be a big problem. And really, it's not a problem for most of the content creators because y'all make bank talking shit about Kathleen anyway. So it's just another, 10 million views you guys can get collectively through this whole process. So, you guys should really hope for the strike to be ending and ask these studios to give these companies and these guilds what they want, right? The guilds what they want. Let's see. It's definitely going that way. People have to get on board. Look, man, it doesn't matter where you are on the train. It doesn't matter when you get on, but that's where the train is headed. So hop on because it's going to be a long and bumpy ride if you don't. Dave is going to take us to the sequels, but he'll do it better than anyone else can. But that's because he's the apprentice of George Lucas. And a lot of these footsteps, look, you guys think that a lot of these chess moves that Dave is making right now with AHSOKA and some of these other things, you think that these are just on a whim. These are not on a whim. These moves that he's making, he set up, what is it, 8 years ago at the end of Rebels? I mean, what was it? Yeah, I mean, 8 years at the end of Rebels, 2015, right? So he's had these moves in play for a long. I mean, look at how long that AHSOKA burn was on season 2 of Rebels to when we saw AHSOKA again in the World Between Worlds. Like, there was a huge gap. So he's great at playing 4D chess. You guys are playing checkers, man. You guys are playing kiddie games. You guys aren't even in the same league. You guys aren't even in the same league. He's playing 4D chess. You're playing checkers, man. You're not even on the same board. It looks the same. Y'all think you're playing the same, but the board is completely different, right? Because you're not looking at it from the same point of view. So, I mean, we'll see where it goes, but ultimately, you guys got to get on board, man. I'm curious how much of the Thrawn novel that Dave will adapt. Look, again, that may be another subject of controversy, right? We may have a, how do I want to put this? We may have a adaptation of the Thrawn novels. It may not lead directly to the Thrawn novels the way everybody wants it to. So ultimately, this could be a, I mean, how am I going to put this without? This could be a controversial thing that's going on with the Thrawn trilogy and the books and the stuff that you guys are really accustomed to and the stuff that you guys are liking. And this could this could be like the AHSOKA book for me. Like, I love the novel, I love the book. Dave changes it. I have to go with what Dave says. He's the apprentice. He's not a writer that was commissioned to tell a story that they approved at that point. He's not. He is the apprentice of George Lucas. So for me, I'm going to hitch my wagon to Dave's story versus an E.K. Johnson story because Dave is the apprentice of George Lucas, because Dave knows Star Wars only second to the creator. So yeah, I guess that's going to be another thing, is that, are you guys going to get mad when the adaptation of the novel changes because of stuff that they're going through now, or is it going to, right? That's a conversation for another day also. So let's take a look. Dave is going to take, okay. So curious about how much, okay. I've been trying not to think about, we're going to, I wish I made bank. You will one day, dude. Look at the Matt Cave. The Matt Cave, like a couple months ago, was like,
oh man, I can't get past 600 subscribers. Damn, man, this is some bullshit, right?
And then, like, yesterday, he's like,
yo, I just got 2,000 subscribers. What's up?
So I mean, come on, it's oh shit, I spoke his name too many times. It's like Beetlejuice. Oh shit, it's like Beetlejuice.
And it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it.
What's up, the Matt Game? What's cracking? Yeah, man. So you'll get there. Look, if Kathleen Kennedy continues to reign at Lucasfilm because of the strike, then y'all could get real mad real quick. I'm just saying, there's a lot of clicks to be had. There's a lot of clicks to be had if Kathleen stays because the strike duration, right? So, yeah, guys, it's Sunday morning. We're trying to have some fun. Tell your friends, get on the Discord, tell everybody to come have a good time. We're chilling this morning. We're talking AHSOKA. I got something behind me, man. I am just waiting for a couple more people to get in here. I'm waiting for a couple more minutes, and then we are going to pop off. In fact, we're going to bang the beats, and things are going to get crazy because I have something back here, dude. I don't know very many people that have gotten this yet. I can't. But since Matt Cave is here, don't forget, you guys got to get over to the Matt Cave. See, look, all this condensation, it is nice and cold. It is everything tastes better. Your beverages are colder in the Matt Cave mug. You got to get over to the Matt Cave. Get on his channel. He's going to tell you over there how to get one of these amazing mugs. Everything just tastes better, man. It's colder. It's better. It's deliciouser. I can't tell you anything more. It's just good news. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do a little Q&A. There's like 10 of y'all in here. It's Saturday. It's Sunday morning. Everybody's wiped out from the weekend, I'm sure. The AHSOKA hype is real and it is wearing people out. Everybody is getting tired. Everybody is waiting for the drop. Everybody is excited. The hype fever is just out of control, right? So let's do this. Let's spend the next 15 minutes. All right. It's the greatest pint glass of all time. If you don't have one, you have exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you've never tasted your beverage until you get one of these cups, I'm telling you, it just makes you smarter, helps you stream better. It's all about it. Anyway, so let's do this. Let's do an AHSOKA Q&A. Okay, I don't know if a lot of people are doing this on their streams. I've been out of the mix right now. The Muggle world has kept me very busy during this exciting time. So let's do some AHSOKA Q&A. You guys, what questions do you have? If you're not a huge AHSOKA buff, right? I am. This is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, barring that droid right there. Like this little dude right here is like my favorite. Like R2 is my favorite character in all of Star Wars because he's seen it all. But what questions, if any, do you guys have about AHSOKA, right? Stuff leading up, even the novel, how it's different. What questions do you have, right? That's what I'm curious about because I know I'm ready. I know my lore on AHSOKA. I've even watched stuff that some of y'all don't even know is out there. And we're going to go over some of that also after this little Q&A stuff. But did you know that there are scenes where AHSOKA trained Ezra in lightsaber combat? Did you know that there is actual content made by Disney that is out there right now that has AHSOKA training Ezra in lightsaber combat? And she is a beast. She's not being nice. It's a fantastic scene. If you haven't seen it, I'll tell you where to get it. But first, I want to know what questions you guys have, if you have any at all. So that's what we're going to do over the next 10 to 15 minutes before we get back to the bench and I show you guys this amazing piece that I have right now that I am so excited to. It's not Resistance. That's a very good guess. It is not Resistance. It is not Star Wars Resistance. I really had a hard time getting behind that show. It's a tough one for me to get through. But nonetheless, the content is worth watching, even if you're not big on the animation style, only because it was given to us during the time. And it furthers the story a little bit. But no, it's not Resistance. But yeah, this thing I got behind me. Let me tell you, I've been watching reviews on it. I saw some about a month ago. I love how they give these big time streamers, right? Do they do this with games also? Because I'm that guy. Like, give me game. Like, bring Outlaws to me. Let me critique Outlaws. Let me show you the holes in the game. Like, let me show you what you did before you send me the beta. Just saying. But I don't know any of my friend streamers, my fellow creators that have what I have behind me. I've seen a couple people online. I've seen like half a dozen people that got an early release and they got to see it. The Anakin figure? Nope. I don't have an Anakin figure back there. I got something even more fun for me anyway. But yeah, so any questions, if you have any, please shoot them into the chat. Let's conversate about all things Ahsoka. Today, I mean, at this point, I'm streaming every day until Ahsoka comes because it's only 3 days a day. So we'll be around tomorrow. We'll probably do we'll get back to our Monday night time slot for this. But yeah, I mean, Sheev knows The guys at Vader Lair already know. I sent them a preview earlier in the week when this dropped, and it is man, I'm excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I'm so excited that it got here. It got here when it got here because I didn't think it was initially. I thought it was going to get here a lot later on, but thankfully it made it just in the nick of time for me to enjoy it with you guys. Really, there's not a single nobody. Everybody is so versed in Ahsoka. There's not a single question in the chat right now. There's not one chat question. I find that very hard to believe that everybody knows Ahsoka so well. And everybody knows this scene that I'm talking about where Ezra talks to Ahsoka. And you guys, like, everybody thinks they know, but they don't. Nobody even knows. You really don't. I'm telling you. It's a good scene. It's actually a really good scene. And I didn't even know it was there. There's a bunch of these little scenes. Yeah. I wish I could have been there chilling. I was working till all hours of the night last night, so I couldn't make it. But I wish I would have been there. I'll catch the replay. Say what? What happened? What'd I say? I didn't say it. Who? What? What'd I say? It's early. It's Sunday morning. What happened? Yeah. Okay. So, Ahsoka was not around for a majority of Rebels, right? We lose her in the second season. She's really only around for like half a season, maybe a season. You stay safe from Hillary, my guy. We're getting the drizzle. But yeah, so during Ahsoka's time on Rebels, her impact was during that time was great. So if you don't know, go to here, and I'm even gonna pull it up. Let's see right now. Let's make sure that this is muted. Let's make sure you don't hear anything you're not supposed to hear. Okay, so if you go to, I'm gonna bring this up on my second page. Let's see here. Let's go to 8. All right. So if you go to, all right, we'll do this. We'll go here, and then we'll put me here. How's that? Oh, no, how about this? We'll go up here. Okay. So if you go to the Star Wars page and you scroll through all this fun stuff, series and specials, you're going to get to this one series and special that you probably didn't even know was a thing because we've mentioned it very little. There's Resistance, but that's not what we're talking about. There is, where are you? Is it under the Ahsoka? It's not under the Ahsoka Essentials either. That's the funny thing. It's not anywhere there. Where are you? There we go. Star Wars animation. Okay. It's not the bunnies. Where the heck are you? It's not Visions. Where are you? There it is. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. Now, if you go through, there's one here. This is a great one to watch if you haven't watched Padawan's Path. If you don't know anything about this, Padawan's Path is first of all, Forces of Destiny is like a in between thing, and it seems to be very woke. I mean, yeah, that's no other way to put it. It's a lot of tales of women in Star Wars. There's some just guy stuff, but ultimately it's a lot of Rey, a lot of Leia, a lot of Ahsoka, a lot of Sabine, stuff like that, Padme. So anyway, if you haven't watched Padawan Path, these are like 5 little minute shorts, right? Oh, he showed up. I didn't even think you guys were going to show up. Oh, hey. Here, we'll get back to this. Oh, hey, dude. Happy Sunday.
Dude,
Yeah,
happy Sunday.
I sent some links out here. I'll even send one to Shivi and see if he wants to come play. What's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm good, man. I was cleaning up the house and I saw the link in the thing. I was like, I'm going to say hi to my buddy.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be a busy week. I'm going to do more tomorrow also. Today is more of what's behind me. You and Hawks and Sheev already know what's cracking behind me, so I don't have to
Oh yeah.
get into that. But yeah, if you haven't watched, see, I really enjoyed this. Let me add this before I will share screen so that you guys can see what we're talking about. So if you haven't watched some of these, they're really great little stories, right? So
Yeah.
So Forces of Destiny, the Padawan's Path one is Yoda showing Ahsoka how to use two sabers at once. This is when she first gets her second saber, her Shuto blade, and Yoda is teaching her how to use two sabers at once. So that's a great one to watch in preparation for Ahsoka. A lot of people never gave this show a chance.
It's actually really good.
There's some really good episodes in here, and for the Ahsoka stuff, there's some great stuff. This is the one, two lightsabers. This is the one right here, episode 10. You get to see an Anakin. This is a different art style. A lot of people can't get behind different art styles. But in the second season, there is uh, an episode with Ahsoka and Ezra. It's right here. It's the season finale. It's episode 16 of season 2, and it is called Disarming Lesson. And this is a time when Ahsoka teaches Ezra more lightsaber combat. This is just those two having a moment. He's still using his pre Vader encounter lightsaber. So before Vader beats him up and cuts his lightsaber in half, this is probably just before, to be honest. And you see her in this episode, she is very ruthless. Like, you see a side of Ahsoka that we don't see very often. You see her being a little more rugged, a little more, not so much of the nice character that we're used to. You see, again, the mature Ahsoka, and this is her kind of giving Ezra a really hard time. So, like I said, these are great stories. Again, the animation style, some people are not behind it. Some people get jaded with animation style. I don't, it's the same thing as always. It's like,
I likes lightsabers that are fat from Clone Wars. The lightsabers in Rebels are just, they're just trash.
So, yeah, man. So it's really these episodes, these Ahsoka episodes that you probably didn't know were there. They're just filling in some little pieces of her character, stuff that we see. We may see in the show could come from this stuff, because she is a little more abrasive. So, I mean, it's 2023. You're right, Scotty. Some guys just like thick sabers. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm with you. But yeah, this is going to be. I'm really looking forward. I can't.
Oh, dude, I'm yeah, I'm pumped for it, dude. It's look at that. See, look at this. This guy knows. I gotta get you on like some sort of a payroll or something. Because
no. Your presence is my pay.
You are like the coolest hype man.
I'm telling you, I know how to do it. I know how it's done.
I'll tell you, that show, Forces of Destiny, it actually, I really enjoyed it. And I don't know if you recall, the intros are all by Maz Kanata.
Yeah.
And I actually was looking forward to something I thought was going to happen, and then it didn't.
No.
I thought we were going to get the story for another time. I thought we were going to get a little 5-minute whatever. I was like, oh, this will be so cool. But we didn't get that. But the stuff with Ahsoka especially, and then other characters, you get a little more about Jyn Erso. You get a whole bunch of stuff. Highly underrated. It's worth a watch.
A lot of people don't even know it's out there. It wasn't a lot of these. It wasn't like Visions. It wasn't in the mainstream. It wasn't hip and hype at the time. It kind of fell into the file of Resistance. The art style is very much the same, and people just really didn't get behind those shows. So ultimately, I think it kind of died off. And then this right now kind of gives us the opportunity to re-explore some of these. I really enjoyed the Yoda lessons. I really enjoyed. And it was great to watch just those two episodes back to back. They're little 5-minute shorts. They're just like Tales of the Jedi. But it was great to watch Yoda teach Ahsoka lightsaber training. And then to the next episode I watch Ahsoka give Ezra saber training. It was just a
Mm.
really good full circle. It was that first circle, student to teacher moment. Even though she's not a master, even though she's not really a Jedi, she's somewhere in the middle, and I think that's where, that those little bits and bobs are what make her story more unique than any other that we've seen, right?
Yeah.
So her story is the duration of her life and her journey spans from, Anakin in his prime to we don't know when she dies. We
This
don't
is
know if
true.
she's going to die. We don't know if she's alive during the time of Kylo Ren and the sequels. We don't know if she's like a little shriveled old lady. Um, or did Kylo kill her too? Right? Was she at Luke's temple at the time? And that's part of, Luke's failure is Anakin's apprentice gets killed by his apprentice, right? Like, I mean, there's so many ways they could cut that story to make it more gruesome. And that's what I want. I want to see that moment, and I want to see, some slain younglings, and I want to see some dead Ahsoka and some dead Mara Jade, and I want to see all these things that push Luke to a point where he's like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like,
What
I'm out.
gets him there?
What gets him there, right? It can't just be this, oh, I lost my apprentice moment. It can't just be that. It has to
Yeah.
be so much more, right? To push. I'm a firm believer that's where the story was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a story about, being done. No matter what I do, it's almost like that Tron moment, right? Flynn has a moment in the second Tron where he's like, the more I fight, the more powerful he grows. So the only way to win is to not fight, right? It's
Yeah.
okay in that show, but the all powerful Luke Skywalker can't be human, right? He's a messiah. He has to be perfect, right? And that's the argument is like,
Luke is too powerful and too big a man for that, and he's just not gonna do that kind of stuff. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. It can't happen.
I think we're going to get the bridge finally told. I think we're going to get there, and it's going to be incredible because there's already now source material to pull from for that bridge in comics, in novelizations, and I think we're going to get. I mean, we were talking about this a little bit last night over on Chilling in the Basement. It was there was a set of Kylo Ren comic books,
Yeah.
that filled in a bunch of that gap. How cool would it be to get, whether it be maybe a mini series or even a movie of Luke with young Ben, like
well, I
their
mean,
journey?
and that's like you said, that stuff was covered during the Kylo comics. You get to
Mhm.
see a young Ben Solo meet Snoke. You get to see the seduction that is undergone to win Kylo, to make Kylo Ren.
Yes.
Similar to the journey Anakin took. He was seduced by the Emperor. He was seduced and slowly turned, much like Ben Solo's journey. And that's, I don't know if people don't like that part of the sequels, that Ben Solo is Kylo Ren. I don't know where the real I understand where the anger comes from, but I don't know. I don't see the evidence of the anger. The argument is always,
You ruined my fucking Star Wars, man. You fucking ruined my Star Wars. That's all I fucking know. You ruined my Star Wars.
that's all I hear. I don't hear fact. I don't hear evidence. Okay, Luke gives up. Okay, that's the only argument I ever really hear. But I don't really hear a definitive argument of like, okay, Disney killed all of them in the end. Okay, fair. Okay, I can get with that. You killed one of the legacy characters in each movie. Fine. There's some more evidence, right? Okay, but what are you really upset about? Like, I liked Kylo Ren. I liked Rey. She reminded me of Luke. Right? Doesn't discover the Force until she's 19ish. There's so many parallels to the original story. Like, I don't know what the true dislike is, um, with factual moments, right? I don't get it.
It's one of those, like, I can, obviously I can only speak for myself on that. My biggest issue with it was that if it was supposed to be connected to what came before, there was that big disconnect for me where we made a very large leap
True.
to get to that story, right? Without having anything in between. Now, yeah, there's information you can find in other forms of media to
Right.
fill in some of that stuff. But for the majority of audiences, they're not going to be digging into that. So you
True.
kind of, I understand that there was something that brought them there, and they do go into it in the movie as far as what happened to Luke and everything like that, like a little bit, but
Very little.
It's, I feel like if we would have had somewhat of a bridge to begin with, the reception of these would have been a lot better overall.
For sure.
That said, think about backlash that happened back with the prequels, though with different type, still backlash. Then all of a sudden we get Clone Wars.
Well, and that's just it. The future projects redefine the original content, right? That's something that I've always said. I've said that from Jump Street in all of my case arguments. It has always been this will age well as the apprentice gets to fill the gap. This will age better.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying it's going to be everything everybody wanted, but I think the bridge is in the right. I think the builder of the bridge is in the right hands.
Yeah, I think we're going to get, like you said, it's going to age well because that gap's going to start to fill in with some more stories, things that we thought maybe could have been what happened, and then maybe we'll see something.
Well, I mean, I think what's going on next week and the rest of this month and next month is going to help with that bridge. So we know, yes, we got a little bit of fill in with Mandalorian, but that really didn't lead us anywhere close to the sequels. All we got out of the entire 3 seasons of The Mandalorian is cloning and the word Thrawn.
Yeah.
For the future. That's all we got. It didn't set up anything more than what happened to the Mandalorians. Okay, great. But it doesn't tell us how Snoke came to power. It doesn't tell us how, the Senate, what's going on with the Senate and the New Republic and all this other stuff that's in. That's what's going on with AHSOKA. AHSOKA is taking us, okay, if Thrawn's back and Gideon's dead, maybe. How do we get from Thrawn to Snoke? That's the leap. And that's the bridge that they're starting to fill. Thrawn has to lose at some point, or he has to win at some point and take his armada to his ultimate goal if they follow the books. Right?
No.
Or Thrawn has to lose and Snoke has to fill that void. Right? They're taking us to this end point, but they're doing it a better way.
Yeah,
right.
And if my understanding of the story arc with that is correct, Snoke is really overall an experiment for the Emperor, for bringing the Emperor back.
Yes.
He's part of that whole thing. We saw the Snoke bodies in the tubes in Rise of Skywalker. We see where that was all going.
Well, we see the technology being developed in Mandalorian.
Yep. And that's why they wanted Grogu so badly. They wanted basically midichlorian heavy blood samples that they could work with. And this isn't even a new idea.
No.
The idea of cloning midichlorians and force sensitive blood goes back to the games. It goes back to the Jedi Knight games, the Dark Forces games. Like this has been around for a long time. Force Unleashed 2 took it even further.
Well, because Starkiller was the first product of force sensitive cloning.
Yep. And
Really?
Vader went through tons of clones that malfunctioned, that had flaws. Most of them in that story, you learn most of them lost their minds.
Yeah, they all
Because
go crazy.
yeah, they go nuts. So it was, and there's actually a great cutscene. I meant to actually make a video about this and I never did. Dude, you should totally do this. There's a great scene in Force Unleashed 2 where Starkiller goes to Dagobah
Mhm.
and meets Yoda, and he goes into the same cave that Luke went into, and he has a vision.
Right.
And it is powerful. It's amazing. And it just puts the idea of cloning a force sensitive person like into a whole nother realm. Like it's just unbelievable. It's such a great moment. And Yoda just kind of being Yoda, doing his whole like you do the thing you're gonna do. This is your path. I'm not gonna change it.
Well, he completely, yeah, and that's, I guess that's, there's always controversy with all of these other median stories, right?
Mm.
How does Yoda not get outed? How does nobody know he's there if so many people visited him, if people know he's alive, and blah 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 blah. But ultimately, these stories, these little cutscenes and things are very much useful in the grand scheme. And like I said, they're not all gonna hold,
Mhm.
right? The Kanan comics, where you get to see how Kanan escapes Order 66. That is not how it went down
Yeah.
in
Bad Batch.
Bad
Yep.
Batch, right? They are two completely different stories, both of which I look at completely plausible, right? Both of which are completely doable. And the second way I like better because we get to see a little Hera and we know those two are going to meet someday. It just adds to these little brilliant stories. But
Yeah.
ultimately this show is, I think, going to start the push, the true launch in the direction of the sequel trilogy. I think this is where we start the grand push, because eventually there has to be a war for the galaxy. The First Order's rising, they're taking kids. There has to be this thing that happens. But
No.
we'll find out. I mean, the great thing is we're 2 days away from the premiere. It's been so anticipated since we saw her in Mandalorian. Everybody was so excited at how good she looked, right? At how Rosario pulled off the role. I
Oh yeah.
reiterate again how everyone in the community is overlooking the elephant in the room. And that is the second actress that has been cast for Ahsoka. There has not been a frame leaked. This is
Yep.
the secrecy. Here, in fact, I have to change music.
Is it even her name? Oh.
The secrecy that has gone into this second actress that is playing Ahsoka is at the level of secrecy that was Luke returning in Mando season 2. That is the extent. There has not been a leaked frame. There has not been a makeup test photo leaked. There has not been her in a single fucking frame of the trailer. She has been completely erased from this entire thing. Everybody has forgotten about this young lady. It is uncanny.
It's something that this is proof again that if a studio, especially one like Disney and Lucasfilm, wants to keep something hidden, they will keep it hidden.
Bro.
None of us knew about Luke coming back.
Bro.
No one could have ever predicted that. That blew away the world because it was such a well-kept secret.
I mean,
And
they kept it from the crew.
Yeah.
The entire crew, there were like 6 people on set. 2 sound guys, maybe 2 sound guys. Maybe 1. A sound guy, a couple of videographers, and a couple of lighting guys. And then some 1 or 2 producers, maybe not even them, maybe just Dave and his guys. Like,
yeah. They shot stuff with a Plo Koon mask.
That's what dude.
How
they,
crazy.
but they are so good at keeping these secrets.
Yeah.
When they want, I am convinced leaks get leaked because they want them to leak. I'm convinced
Mhm.
spoilers get spoiled because somebody says, okay, let's let it out. Right. But man, if you're telling me that they don't know how to keep a secret, season 2 finale of Mando was the best kept secret in all of Hollywood that year.
Mhm. I'd say second to that was I'm your father. That was it.
But
That
that's what,
was
yeah,
in Star Wars history, Vader being Luke's father.
right.
That's I think that's what comes in
Yeah,
second to this.
cinematic releases, unexpected cinematic releases, and cinematic moments in Star Wars. This is second to, yes, Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
This is second to the Bespin scene, the
Yep.
Cloud City scene. This is number 2 to that when he loses his hand.
Like
Right.
so secret that they didn't even and this has been in so many interviews, they don't even tell Mark Hamill until the moment they're filming it and basically say, listen, he's going to say a bunch of stuff. That's not what he's actually going to say.
Right.
But you react to it as if he said this.
Right. Right. Well, and then you have the finale for season 2 of Mando, and it's equally as great of a secret kept. It's
Mhm.
equally as shocking of a cinematic release. And I see him doing it again right now.
Yeah.
In this moment, I see this being another one. This young woman was cast, it was announced, her face was plastered all over social media, all over all the content creators were covering it. And then she disappeared.
Yeah. Actually,
Like,
I haven't even seen who the young actress is. I
I'll
don't know
show
her name. I
I'll
don't
show
know anything.
we'll go through it because
Nice.
over the next 15 minutes we'll go through it, and then we're going to head back to the bench. But
Woohoo.
they announced this girl. Everybody put her in makeup through Photoshop, and she is vanished like the lady that was claiming there was a skinwalker on that flight. Right? That's how she vanished. She was gone.
Oh, boy.
Right? Disappeared. So I'm even going to just pull up YouTube because if I'm not mistaken, I didn't know Shivi was on right now. There was, let me see if I can find it. Because I don't go to their channel very much anymore. Okay. So there is so I'm just gonna use his thumbnail. I'm gonna pull up his page. He'll probably get mad at me, but I really don't give a shit. All right, so we're gonna go here. I'm gonna put this over here. All right, and we'll add that. Okay, so we're gonna go to share this tab instead. And if right here on Theory's page, if you look right here on the second one,
Mm-hmm.
there is a very, let me see if I can. Okay, there's a what her face would look like should it be the actress in the makeup, right?
Okay.
So I bring that up because she is let's see, it is House of the Dragon.
I still gotta watch that show.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good.
That's gonna be one of my near future binge
Oh,
watches.
it's so good, dude.
Hi,
Okay.
Leia.
Is it Phoebe? It's not Phoebe, it's the other sister. So that's Rhaenyra. Where are you? Lyanna? I think, yes, this is her. I think it's her. Yes. No, is that the mother? That might be the mother. Is it you? Yeah, I think it's this. I think it's this one. Let me see. I think it's her. Okay. I think it's this one. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back and look, but let's share this tab instead. I think it's Phoebe Campbell. I think it's this young lady here.
Okay.
So yeah, this is her. This is her in House of the Dragon.
Okay.
Okay, and she plays one of the Targaryens. She is going to be the she was cast as the younger Ahsoka. This one.
Okay.
I mean, she absolutely has the face for it.
Yeah. So that they're not going super young with Ahsoka then. This is going to be like
This is going to be so supposedly this is supposed to be um this is supposed to be Ahsoka when she faces when Obi-Wan would have been going to Mustafar, it's Ahsoka instead.
oh, so this is like Clone Wars season 7
Yes.
Ahsoka.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. So
Okay.
the idea is it's like, is it Savannah Sill? Is it Savannah Sill? Let's see. Let's see. Let's just look up how.
See, that's really interesting too, because I was so curious how young they were going to go. Because when we first meet her in Clone Wars, she's very young.
She's 14
Yeah.
when we first see when we very first see Ahsoka, she is 14, Anakin is 18. So they're only a couple years apart. And oh, maybe it was Savannah. I think he's right. Where are you? What is it? Slim. But yeah, she is it? No, that's not her. But yes, this is supposed to be during the time it would have been her instead of Kenobi.
Okay.
So Kenobi, I don't know if they're playing this like Kenobi and Yoda went after Palpy and Ahsoka went to Mustafar to stop Anakin.
Oh, interesting.
That's the way they're playing it.
Okay. Yeah, so this is we're gonna then end up getting like visions. We're gonna get force visions of what could have been, possibly through the world between worlds, stuff like that. Like, I'm very curious if they'll actually have scenes in the world between worlds, like seeing that like dark
So
area.
this is the girl that they cast. My mistake.
Okay.
He was right. This is the girl that they cast.
See, you know what? She's got the very similar rounded face, right?
The lips, the nose.
Yeah.
It's really right on.
I can totally see. Yeah.
So this is who they cast as young Ahsoka. So this is the young woman that has been erased from existence during this whole Star Wars hype when she was cast, right? So this is crazy because this is on the level of secrecy of Hamill coming back, Luke in Mando season 2. This is the level of secrecy that's going on here. That this girl has not been seen in a scene, not a photo leak, not a makeup test, nothing.
It's so crazy.
And so the idea is she is going to go. There's a couple of people like fan sketches of them on the same ground where Kenobi cut his arms and legs off. Same place, but Ahsoka's on the hill and Anakin's floating in the lava. It's like fan sketches have been the same way. There was another fan sketch I saw that was Ahsoka walking down the ramp instead of Obi-Wan, and Anakin still has that same demeanor. Like,
yeah,
it's just this elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about.
Oh man.
And I'm like, man, how do you disappear from literally no, I have seen nothing else on her. No one has mentioned a thing about her. No one. No articles, no Daily Wires, no Vanity Fair, nothing. And this show is everywhere. The hype for
Oh, yeah.
this show is everywhere.
Oh, they were putting out TV spot style trailers for what, every couple hours over the past week.
Like,
It
I
was
want to do a
insane.
thing. I want to do a video of like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego with this girl,
Yeah.
because she's completely gone, and it's insane, and it makes me laugh because it's like, bro, they're people are worried about Balin and Shin and all this other shit.
Hmm.
That's not the secrets. Those are the stuff they're
Yeah.
giving you. They're giving you this shit. They're like, oh, here, do some research on this stuff, right? You're not even thinking about this young lady.
Yeah.
No one has covered anything on this young lady in months.
All these all these little trailers, add it all up. I bet that everything we've seen and every piece of dialogue we've heard is from the first 2 episodes. Like, I think
I
we
think it's all
see
from the first episode.
it could even be the first, yeah,
I
because
think it's all the first episode.
we're gonna get the 2
Mhm.
in the first night,
Mhm.
and I think everything we've seen so far is gonna be within these 2, and then from the 3rd episode the following week, we are gonna be on such a crazy out of control hype train. It's gonna be insane, because I
Oh yeah.
think they're gonna leave off this premiere with something. I think we walk away from that premiere drooling. It's gonna be insane.
Oh yeah. I think everything that we're gonna see in the first that we've seen in the trailers is the first episode.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single bit, maybe the Purgle
Yeah,
in
maybe.
the
Yep.
second episode. Maybe. But I really genuinely think that we are going to the second episode is going to blow everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just going to keep getting better. But the fact that they haven't mentioned this Savannah, this actress, and that she was cast months ago is insane. It's absolutely
It's
crazy.
crazy.
And I mean, I'm so, like I said, I'm streaming today, and then I got to cut a short after this, and then we're going to stream tomorrow, and then we're probably going to stream early on Tuesday before the premiere. And I think this might be, I never do watch parties, right? I never really do watch parties. It's not really something that, like, I guess we did them for Visions back in the day, but that's really it. So, because I kind of think they're boring for the people that are watching, because you're just like,
Like the watch alongs, like if you're truly gonna watch along, that's where you're gonna get something from it. And I generally do something like that with a movie or show I've already seen. Like,
yeah,
I won't do my first viewing watch party
right,
style, because
right,
I want to be able to absorb it. I want to react the way I'm going to react.
right,
And, and then after that, then I've watched along with so many. I've been doing the Rebels watch alongs with Sheev, and I throw it on,
yeah,
and he's reacting as the show's going on. But it's especially something this big, right? We're moving into uncharted territory with our favorite franchise. It's like I need that first natural gut reaction that I'm going to have.
right,
I
right,
can't have something alter it.
right. Well, and that's just it. This whole this show holds a certain different weight because of the roller coaster that this character has been through, right? So you get, you get Clone Wars Ahsoka, you get Rebels Ahsoka, now you get live action Ahsoka. This character has been through so many different variations that the fact that it is still a beloved character is surprising. So
Mhm.
I'm super excited for this show. I was excited when the show was announced. I was excited when they gave it to Rosario, and it just keeps getting better. But we're going to pause there because there's something I'm going to pull it up. There's something I'm excited about. Let's see, there's even a number. Remember her name. There's another 15-second thing that Star Wars released an hour ago.
Yeah.
They're just cutting stuff left and right. But anyway, so we've been waiting. I've been waiting. I got this 2 days ago, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. We ended up finding. Well, we actually ended up pre-ordering a. Where is my phone? We ended up pre-ordering the new Ahsoka 332nd clone helmet, and it is absolutely beautiful. I haven't opened it yet, but it is fantastic.
Oh man.
So we went ahead and I left it closed because I wanted to wait to unbox it with everybody. I wanted to get it here and everybody can here. I'm gonna even go to see. Can I do it? Can I do that? Yeah. Oh, I'm so little.
Woohoo.
So I wanted to wait for everybody so that I could unbox it because I didn't want to do it without everybody. But we're gonna end up cutting shorts and we're gonna end up doing some stuff with this. But I've only seen the big streamers have this so far. I've only seen like the big toy collectors, the people that are like basically sponsored by Hasbro. And honestly, I got to be honest, I'm breaking my own rules. I don't buy things full. I don't buy things at retail very often. It's not really. It's got to be something like super juicy for me to
Yeah.
buy at retail, right? I like my bargains. I like my my finds, and this was not the case. I saw this thing and I was like, I have to have it. So, and it
It's
wasn't supposed to release until October, but I think Lucasfilm Star Wars, I think they pushed Hasbro to release, even if it's in limited quantity. I think they pushed them to release and get some out before the show premieres.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, because it wasn't supposed to be here till October, I was like, "Cool, I got months, no worries.
Mhm.
Order it. They'll charge it when it charges." And then I was like, "Oh, it's on the way." so,
Ready.
um, so yeah, I'm really excited. I got all this stuff over there. What's up, Donna? How you doing? So I got all this stuff over there. Tell your friends that everybody tell everybody we're unboxing some stuff. But yeah, I wanted to wait. I didn't want to just do a video with Ahsoka coming. I feel like we just need to focus on the show that's coming. So I thought we'd do a little chatty chat. We do a little Ahsoka talk, and then we get into the fun that is now unboxing this helmet, which I have, even when I ordered it, I found out that um, it is a voice changing helmet like the Vader helmet.
That's so
So
cool.
it actually makes you sound like one of the clone troopers, which is fantastic. Um, it's got the Ahsoka, the Ahsoka paint job, which I'm really excited for. So this is honestly, I broke my rules for this. This is the first time I've broken my rules, and I had to do it. I couldn't help myself. So I'm gonna jump on another headset, and I'm gonna go over there. You're more than welcome to hang out, Matt. I think you have control of the stream, also.
Yeah, I think you should go full screen for that.
So no, I'm going to, but if you want to hang backstage and like click chat and anything like that, feel free.
Absolutely.
I'll even leave your voice up if you want to commentate during it all. I'm just going to full screen mine, but yeah, I'm excited to bring this to you guys. So we're going to get into it. Let's jump over. I'm not even going to do any music because I'm so excited for this thing. We're just going to go straight at it. So I'm going to roll on that. So that's rolling on that. And actually, let's stop that real quick because I want to do one thing. But yeah, I've been waiting for this for like days because it came like 2 days ago. So I'm super excited. So let's jump over. I'm gonna jump on another headset. Okay. All right. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. So I think your voice should still work, or are you muted at all? You're muted. Hold on.
I think I'm still here.
Yeah, you're there. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Okay, so we're gonna jump over. Let's see. It doesn't seem far, but it is far. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. So I brought my knife, got your safety knife, got some batteries. So we're just gonna go for it and cut all the tape off so we don't tear the box too much. It's like a welding table. It just keeps spinning.
I hear you, man.
Okay.
I like to keep the boxes nice too.
Yeah, I tried to. This one came a little messed up, but I can live with that. So we're gonna get rid of you for now. I'll even turn that off so it's not an annoying sound in the background. Okay. All right. Yeah, I do like to keep the boxes as nice as possible, just in case. Not like I don't think I'm gonna keep the box, but
Yeah, but you never know. In case if there's a need to repack or anything like that. Hey, who knows? Maybe even something with the inside of the box is real nice too that you want to keep it.
right, exactly. And it's always these little ears that get me, like the little push-in ears that we always
Yeah.
rip off.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, this has been, like I said, I don't usually buy retail toys. I like my bargains, but this one, I just couldn't do it. I had to have it. Okay, there's the bottom. Okay. I think I'm opening this a little weird, but it's all right.
It's all good. You got it like displaying. It's nice.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, so I made sure to. Okay, and then we're just gonna leave most of the box intact. Or we were gonna try to anyway. Okay. So you can go away for now. And this is what we're left with. I'm going to bring this down just a smidge. Okay. What are we stuck on down here? Oh, we're taped in down here too.
Got that thing nice and secured in there.
Yeah, they do. Well, the funny thing is I've never unboxed like a brand new one because it's always been like a rebox or like they threw the box back in after they opened it or whatever. So I've never really unboxed one. So I've never had to go to this depth before. So this is something fun and new and different. Okay. So what else we got going on down here? All right. So and that is it. Bring the spinner back over.
Dude.
It looks so good.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
It looks so good. I'll spin you. Okay. So that is basically what we're looking at.
Oh man. Is that like does it have weathering there in the creases? Oh,
Yeah.
That is just perfect.
Just a smidgy. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Yeah, the weathering looks great. There's a little bit here, a little bit there. And now I'm actually going to pull out the manual for a second and see where the batteries go. Oh, that's cool. It's a tap to talk. So you push right there.
Oh, that's sick.
To change the voice. Okay, I got a Phillips screwdriver here.
That's actually perfect because when you see the clones communicate to each other over their comms,
right,
that's where they touch.
Right, that's how they. Yeah,
dude.
That's so
dude. I just geeked out inside. I just went all kid mode right here.
You just went all geek right there. Okay, let's see where we're looking for battery compartment. Let's see here. Yep, there's that chew. Yep, I think it is. But yes, this is, I mean, it's the same as every other helmet, which is awesome. Gaming headsets, I tell you. Okay, so let's see.
We got a request from the crowd.
What's that? What's that? Oh, yes, I will absolutely do it. Okay, so let's see. Where are you? Oh, it's on the side. Oh, it's on the back. Oh, that's clever. Okay, so the battery compartment is different than most other helmets, right? Because most other helmets here on the side, right here, this is where the batteries usually go. But this one goes on the back, according to the instructions.
Interesting. I was
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
thinking it was going to be on the inside, like right where the mouthpiece is.
No, yeah, me too, but it's not. So let's see how this comes off. Don't want to. Oh, that was easy. Okay. So here, real easy. Here you just pop this up from the back and the battery compartment's exposed.
I like that.
Then you
Well hidden, well protected.
easy to get to. Easy to get to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like other ones were not as easy to get to, and so are not as easy to find. That screw's a little tight. Okay, I have to go get a better screwdriver. I will be right back. Keep the kids entertained.
Will do. May the force be with you. Guys, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, looking even just this front-on view that we're seeing right now, the design of the paint, the AHSOKA style paint, it's purposely done that way where it was hand done, right? These clones customized their helmets to honor AHSOKA, their former commander that they went to battle with so many times. And that's one of the most emotional moments in the Clone Wars, in my opinion. That season 7 was absolutely beautifully done. And the moment you see all these clones with this helmet, with that hand-painted design honoring their former commander, I mean, Leia says it perfectly right here. Just wow. It's gorgeous.
Okay. So 3 AAA batteries this time.
Going for the trio. I don't remember. Did they show the helmets in the season 7 trailer for Clone Wars?
No,
I don't remember that. If they did, that's unfortunate because what a spoiler.
I don't think so. Oh, you can hear it turn on. Listen.
Yep.
That's
you
awesome.
hear the radio kind of like
yeah, the radio creaks on.
Oh, I love it.
All right, I'm gonna jump to the other one. Let's go back.
Woo-hoo.
So I can't really hear myself right now, but we're gonna do it.
We got you. We got you.
Oh, it's so fun. Hello? 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 All right, you're gonna have to type, so I can't hear you.
All right.
Oh yeah, I can a little bit, but you
You
might
can hear me a little
yourself.
bit.
All right, let's see. Where are the microphones? Roger.
It's working.
Does it work?
I wonder if there's tone controls.
That way, Commander. That's awesome.
It's got like I have a Vader one that changes the tone with like a dip switch.
Right.
So I'm wondering if there's anything like that in that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to read the instructions more.
Yeah.
That's
But, oh
awesome.
wow. How comfortable is it?
It's pretty comfortable. I think I haven't tightened anything up yet, so it's still. Let's see. Like I said, let's see. I mean, when I tighten everything up, it'll be pretty comfortable. Right away, Commander.
It's so sick.
Like I said. That's awesome. Well, I can't hear it because I can't hear it from in my head.
I think what you're going to need to do is even potentially maybe even pull the mic back a little bit. Like it's because we hear you,
Right.
and then we hear the tone like over it.
Right.
But I'm wondering what a good way to capture the audio from that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it because but it's as comfortable as any other helmet. You got to size it up on the inside a little bit. I think the Mandalorian helmets fit a little better, to be honest. But I mean, this one reminds me of Sheeves, the one that he made, right? The Rex helmet he made,
Yeah.
right? It's a little bigger. I keep pushing the button. It's a little bigger than I think the other helmets, the Mando helmets. But I mean,
How's the weight?
it's not heavy at all, especially when you have it on. Yeah. Well, the thing is, here's the thing, Donna. I know I have 4 helmets now. Like this is the only one I've ever bought that was brand new. This is the first one I've unboxed out of the box. It was brand new. The other helmets I got a bow. Actually, I was thinking about buying a second bow helmet and having it wrapped with Sabine coloring. That's what I was thinking of doing.
That would be sick.
I was thinking about buying a second bow helmet, and then having it wrapped with Sabine's coloring, because I expected them to release a Sabine helmet for Ahsoka instead of the Ahsoka clone helmet. I thought for sure that they would do a Sabine helmet first, but I mean, this thing is great, dude. I have the feeling is different than the Mando helmets, right? The Mando helmets have, I think those like fit. This feels bigger, but also a clone helmet would fit all the way down, right? There's no like if you watch the way the clones.
Yeah, because they have that neck piece, that black like kind of ribbed neck piece that comes up, and then
Right.
everything kind of you hear that when they put their helmet on, you hear it kind of click in like almost
Right.
like a
Well,
air
it's
compression.
suction. Yeah, like
Yeah.
because I mean, they don't survive forever in space, but you've seen several troopers like,
Yeah.
during the Grievous episode where he was killing all of them, all the escape pods. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I like the finish. I like the weathering that they put on it because they were, I would
Mhm.
have liked to have seen a little bit of blue, just a little bit, because they
Yeah.
were 501st troopers. But again, I really like it. I'm really into it. And it's the first one I've ever paid full price for.
I also love the attention to detail as far as functionality. The speakers are in the right spot
Yeah.
because that's where you would hear the clone's voice coming through the helmet there. And the fact that you touch the side right there by the earpiece to activate it, it's like you're turning on the comms.
Right.
So that's just that attention to detail and accuracy. I'm blown away by that. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
like I said, it's the first but and they still might. I think they honestly will after this season of Rebels. I 100% think that we will see a Sabine Wren helmet. No doubt.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think the way they did it before was the I think the Mando the Din Djarin helmet came first.
I believe so.
Then they did the boba. They did the boba coming out of Sarlacc. Then they did the boba remastered for the boba show. So they did one for the Mando boba, and then the boba show boba. And then when Bo showed up in live action, they did a Bo helmet. So I think as soon as we see Sabine Wren on screen in live action, they'll release her helmet, because they don't release the helmets until they have shown them in live action.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Like once they get that reveal.
Yes. Yes, and I think it has to be revealed first before they'll release it. So I bet you there's already one on deck where it's the same helmet. It's literally the exact same design of helmet.
Oh, yeah, she's even got the little the antenna thing that comes up and the visor.
She's got the rangefinder and all that fun shit. So ultimately, all they have to do is do a different vinyl color scheme. All they're doing is a different wrap, basically, because it's still the same exact structure of helmet as Bo-Katan. So honestly, if they already have it ready, as soon as they show her in live action on Tuesday, it's going to be like, get your Sabine Wren Hasbro helmet, pre-order now. Right? As soon as the episode is aired, you're going to see it. I'm going to look for it. I'm not shitting you.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to look for it. But yeah, this is like, this helmet by far, like I said, first clone helmet I've ever bought, first helmet I've ever paid retail for. And I got to say, I'm looking forward to sizing it up. I'm going to screw with my family at nauseum, because I'm going to put this helmet on at random times and be like, right away, Commander. Right?
Roger.
Right? I'm going to go through Clone Wars tonight and find the best quotes from clones, dude, to do a thing with, because the voice change, like I can't hear the voice changer. So I might have to like put a mic far away, like get one of my other mics, put it far away and see how it sounds at distance with, you can't hear me.
Dude, green screen yourself into scenes.
Oh my
please.
F and G.
Please.
Oh my F and G.
All of it. Just okay.
Oh my God, dude.
Perfect example.
I am so, you know, those, oh my God, you're so awful. Do you know those scenes on like TikTok where people will green screen themselves into something and be like, yep. Oh dude, I'm gonna do one. Oh man, you're so awful.
I just made a lot of work for Obsession, everybody.
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm
so
sorry,
fun.
but also you're welcome.
It's gonna be so fun, dude. I'm gonna do one from the oh my God, I'm gonna do one with Maul. I'm gonna do one with Maul in the hallway scene and be like, holy shit, he's coming, run! And then just the other guys running as he cuts him. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to be so bad. Oh, it's going to be so bad. That's fantastic. You're absolutely right. I didn't even, because it's hard to do that with like the Bo and the Mando, because you have to get the voice right. Now, now the voice changer. Oh, shit.
You're all on it, man. That's it.
He went this way, Commander. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going to be so great. Oh
dude,
my God.
You could have yourself receiving Order 66.
Oh, bro. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I like, honestly, now I want to buy some clone armor, like just to really screw around. Like I want to run down hallways with a blaster now. It's just like, forget it. Like, and this is great, because now I could see literally a whole group of people that already do cosplay, right? You're going to see pictures of 100 of these guys in this helmet in white clone armor.
Oh, dude, there's that whole official group that goes to the 501st.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna see a whole battalion of them now do like a 332nd, because you can get the voice changing helmet. They can all sound the same. Like, oh my God, that's gonna be some great. There's gonna be some great LARP going on. Like the LARPing they just hit another level of LARPing, dude. and not just with this helmet that we just got, but even with the Mando helmet, you can vinyl all of these different, because the great thing about these three helmets that I already have, the Mando helmets, is they're three different variations of sorry, Commander. Right. These are three different variation of Mandalorian helmets. You've got the old school. Boba's has that old school Mandalorian look. Din's is a little more sleek for like a new age Mandalorian, and then you have the night owl for the most of the females use the night owl look.
Yep.
This is great because for all of the LARP people, they can just re-vinyl them, right? Buy one that's nicked or scratched at secondhand, put a new layer of vinyl on it. You've got battle damage already, so it looks better for LARPing. This, like these helmets and this stuff that they're making is, I want them to go further. Hasbro,
Oh
if you're
yeah.
listening, I want you to go one step further. I want you to now make armor, full armor sets out of the same
Sick.
plastic, right? I want you to do whatever it is. I hate to use this word, but a unitard,
Mm.
right? Um, a onesie, basically, and then or black, sweatpants or whatever the under would be, and then build some armor.
Yeah.
Right? The same way these live action guys do. Like, that's the next step. You've already built the helmets. People love the helmets. Build some armor, build some Mandalorian armor, build some Night Owl armor, build some Boba armor, build some clone armor, build some Stormtrooper armor. Take it to the next level. People love this live action role play shit. People like X-Wing and all these other guys love making these videos of them doing stuff like that in these different costumes, in these different styles. Like, they have fun with it. That's what people want to do. Give them more options, because there's people on Etsy that are building this stuff out of
Yeah.
like legit metal.
I've seen people do the whole like the inside. It would just be like the black shirt, the black pants, but there's Velcro pieces, and they take the panels of the armor, and then it's like, okay, put this on my shoulder, put this over here, and they basically piece it together on themselves, and then boom, they go throw on the helmet. You're ready to rock and roll. There's so many different ways they can go about it, and Hasbro has not just even with the Star Wars franchise, but look at the stuff they've done with
Yes.
Ghostbusters, right? They
Bro,
go into
Marvel.
this heavy detail.
Look at the Iron Man helmets.
Yep.
Right? I mean, the Star-Lord helmets, right?
Mhm.
And these are just full face helmets, right? They have the Wedge Antilles helmet, they have the Poe Dameron helmet, they have the fighter pilot helmet, they have the Luke X-Wing, the Red 5 helmets that you can, if you like your face being out there and you want to wear these things, like it's whatever your
It's out there.
flavor of helmet is, they have it for us. And now with this, like, I want more. I want more of this style. Like,
Yeah.
do a Rex, do a Cody, do more paint schemes. Now that you have
Mhm.
the basic shell,
Yep.
do a 501st, do a 212th, do a Kenobi battalion, do a green version, the ones that were with Yoda. Like, do all these different versions, because now people will buy them. People will buy them. I pre-ordered it and they sold out.
Mhm.
So
It's crazy.
you can't even find the Vader helmet that voice changes anymore. You can't find that anywhere. You can't find, for less than $600, you can't find the Boba White prototype helmet anywhere. Right? These things do not come back up for sale. So do more. People want it. Do more. Yeah, you can find the Night Owl. Yeah, you can find the Mando, but you can't find certain of them. Do collector's items, but then do a bunch for the masses.
Yeah.
Because I love it. Like, this thing, it's just slick,
so
man.
good.
It's slick. It feels good. I'm gonna walk around the house with. I'm gonna scare the crap out of my cats with this thing for the next couple hours. Right? I'm gonna be walking around the house barking orders at everybody with my clone trooper helmet on, with my voice changer. And the voice changer was the thing I was the most excited about. I'm like, if it sounds anything like normal, I'm in. Right? But yeah, this is. I'm glad that they released these for the Ahsoka hype.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they said, screw it, we're going to release it for the Ahsoka hype. Let's get behind it. Let's let it out now, because they were supposed to come out in October. So I got really excited. I was like, oh my God, it's here. I came home from work at lunch to put it inside. Like, I made sure to have this thing ready to go, because I knew I wanted to do this before the show came out. So the only thing I'm missing now is some Ahsoka lightsabers. I just got to, like, that's it.
Man.
But I'm sure they're going to do another version after the show premieres, right? Like, I wanted to buy the old versions and then they discontinued those. And then I wanted to buy the new versions and they're hard to come by. Now they're going to do another set. I want a set of the medals. Make a metal set. I don't care how much it costs. Make a metal set that you can put the blade in, right?
Yeah.
Like, do it, because they're going to release another set as soon as the show airs. So
Oh, they have to. Yeah.
do it. I want it. I'll buy it. You got it. So take my money.
Take my money.
And that's it. That's all. I mean, I'm gonna go play with my helmet. I got nothing else. I'm so excited that this thing came out.
Giggity.
I mean, yeah, giggity giggity.
You went over my helmet?
I mean,
It's
it
so
just
good,
looks
dude.
so good, dude. It just really looks. It really looks good. Like
I love it.
I can't. And like I said, I got to adjust the. I know you're talking. I got to adjust the inside. You got to, get in there and adjust the strap so that your head
Yep.
fits in there better. But ultimately, I mean, it's got the same padding construction as the other one. So you just got to size it up. And then we're going to do a whole, now that Matt Cave has given me this idea, we're going to do a whole bunch more of this stuff. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. It's going to be ridiculous. I just have to figure out what distance for the microphone sounds the best. And then the green screen's coming out and dude.
There's a clip in the episode called Rookies where the droids are looking through basically their version of the peephole out the door.
Yeah.
And the clone comes up to the camera.
He's like, Roger, Roger.
Yeah, dude, you got to do like a bunch of lines talking to the droids.
It's so funny.
Just say some wacky shit.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, dude. It's so good. There's like the orange paint isn't even the same everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like it's
when you stepped away before, that's what I was talking about
so
with everybody.
Crude, man.
It has that hand done feel, that
look.
Yes. Because that's what it was.
Yeah. It's like fingers. They're like finger paint. It just, man, it looks so good. The gloss on it is awesome. And then you get to the matte parts and it's so good, man. They did a really good job with this helmet. They did a really, see, there I go again. So good. Yeah, dude, like I said, we're going to be streaming all week long. Clones don't have the same fingerprint. Do clones have the same fingerprints? Well, yes, you do.
Yeah, should.
You do. Throughout, I mean, yeah, twins don't, but clones do because they're direct duplication. That's what the Kaminoan said. Direct duplication. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. This thing is pretty sweet, and this is what the stream was ultimately about. Me breaking my rules, but it just gave me a chance to hang out and talk Ahsoka. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I recommend trying to pick yourself up one if you have the opportunity. They're really a lot of fun, and they are a little big, but man, they're a lot of fun. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited.
So happy for you, dude.
I'm really excited, dude. Like I've been waiting for days I've been staring at this for days. Literally, when it came, it sat in the living room and mocked me. And my better half was like, you should go do an unboxing. I'm like, I'm too tired. You know how easy that stuff comes out on stream when you're worn out and you're just going through the motions. It's not, it comes off inauthentic.
You just got to set it up so that she catches you just doing random tasks with the helmet on, just like making a sandwich or whatever. And then she just walks in and you just look up.
Well, not only that, but like I want to do stuff like doing chores and then like as ordered, Commander, right? Like,
oh my God.
I'm gonna do like the first thing I'm gonna do is the dishes, right? I'm gonna unload and load the dishwasher with this on, and then when she comes around the corner going, "What are you doing?" I was ordered to do the dishes, Commander. Like
took care of the clankers in the sink.
The clankers in the living room are clear, man. Now doing the sink. Like this one. I wore the Mandalorian helmet around the house for days when I got it. When I first got it, it was days that I would just randomly pop up like doing the theme song. It was just ridiculous, right? This is going to be so much worse because the voice changer is going to be like, "Yes, Commander," right? Like, right away, General. Right? It's just so good. It's just so good. Oh, it's so good, bro. Like,
this is what it's all about.
This is the YouTube that I want. I want fun too. I want fun YouTube. I want to come on stream and have fun and be positive and not talking about negative stuff. This is oh man, my better half has the best sense of humor. I have the best partner in the whole world. I'm for me, I'm fortunate that she lets me be here because she could end me whenever she wants. She is gonna regret me getting my hands on this helmet. Really, like I was super excited and it stared at me for days. And then I was thinking about, well, how could I do it fun unboxing and how could I do this? And then I was like, you know what? We're just going to talk some soak. We're going to do this. Get ready for a Wokatano because that hashtag is coming. This is a highly female driven show. This is going to be a Wokatano is definitely going to, somebody's going to do it. I'm telling you right now. But this, I could wear this during the premiere if I could see through it all the way. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun, man. This is
I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Yeah, this is great. I don't know either. I have no idea what I'm gonna do either, but this is gonna be fantastic. I might have to get like one of the Under Armour shirts that the clones wear under their uniforms, right? Like you see them when they take off their armor, they're just in like that black I might have to get an Under Armour shirt and like walk around the house with the helmet on. It's gonna be fun, man. So yeah, we're for sure gonna do some talk tomorrow night. We're gonna do some talk on Tuesday before the show airs, and we'll see if we do a watch party. I got to talk to the other guys. I know there's a lot of people doing watch parties, and that's why I don't do them because I don't like to divide the fandom between several different channels. If you're gonna go watch it with Theory, go watch it with Theory. If you're gonna go watch it with some of the other streamers, I would rather the people that follow my channel go and enjoy it on one of those streams rather than taking away and try to split the views. I don't really like doing that, but we're going to talk about it after for sure. So whether it's immediately after or we take a little break and come back, we will talk about it Tuesday before and or after the stream or after the show airs. And yeah, Matt, what else you got going on? What are you doing way back Wednesday this week? Are we doing more Croft?
This week, actually, I'm just gonna put out a pre-recorded something because I will be on vacation.
Oh, all of you guys going on vacation. What are those? What is vacation?
It's this weird thing that sometimes happens, but it's very far apart from each other.
I don't really know what those are, but I've heard about this vacation thing.
I've heard rumors, and I thought I'd try it out.
That's great. Well, we will enjoy the pre-recorded. If that's the case, then maybe we'll get some of the band together and hang out on Wednesday. I'm sure somebody will want to stream on their channel. But yeah, dude, if you're going to be around Tuesday, come join us before your vacation. If you're there, I'm not sure when you're taking off, but yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go scare some people. I think. Yes. I mean, I want to drive down the street in this thing. I want to do like one in my car where I'm like roll down the window and it's just like,
yes,
like just
that's a must.
Just yeah, it's ridiculous. It's fantastic. As usual, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you, Matt, for coming and hanging out. I sent a couple guys the link just in case they wanted to come and talk and chill. It's Sunday. We don't usually stream on Sundays, but this, like, breaking my own rules, getting some new stuff, having some fun. I'm loving it. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody that stopped by. Thank you for everybody that watches the rewatch. And as always, don't forget to get out there, help control the pet population, get your pet spayed or neutered. And man, may the force be with you. This is going to be an exciting week. We get 2 episodes on Tuesday, back to back. Go through the drive-through with my helmet with the voice changer on. Absolutely going to happen.
100%.
Donna, all the new people that came by, I saw like 2 or 3 new people that came by, and I am going to mention you. Black Hawk Darren, I think this is the first time we've seen you around. Thank you for coming. As always, Stanley's, Donna, all of you guys for hanging out with us on a Sunday. Chillmonger, I'm not sure if you did one yesterday, but I'm always catching yours on the rewatch. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I am sorry to Chilling in the Basement that I missed your guys' stream last night. I really wanted to be there. I was trying to make it, but the real world just gets in the way. So everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget, we're going to do, somebody's got a case of the Mondays stream tomorrow. So stick with us, come back and check us out. And thank you always for being here. Matt, we'll see you soon. enjoy your vacation.
You said it right. Good. It's a tough one. It's a tough word.
It's a tough word when you don't know what those are. And thank you guys for being here. We'll see you soon. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the night. As always,